Welcome back everybody to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios, back at it with another debate video. Today's debate video we're going to be talking about Cthulhu versus the Meg. Now, here's the plan folks. We're going to go over Cthulhu, backstory, characteristics, abilities, basically all the specs. And we're going to do the same exact thing for the Meg. Once we're done with both of these two massive kaijus, we'll put them up against each other in a death battle. Obviously, I'll get into way more detail when we do get there. Without further ado, let's begin with the backstory of Cthulhu. Now, Cthulhu was born on the planet Vhoorl, located in the 23rd nebula. He traveled to the star Zoth, where he spawned his offspring along with his children, and the Star Spawn of Cthulhu. Cthulhu traveled to Saturn and then to Earth. They landed on a continent in the Pacific Ocean and built the city R'lyeh. Cthulhu received resistance from the Elder Things, who also lived on the planet. They waged war for the planet Earth until a truce was made. Cthulhu then went into a deep hibernation within R'lyeh. Humanity then evolved on Earth, and Cthulhu communicated with several through dreams. Now, if you watch most of my debate videos, you'll see that I will come up with the specific backstories. In this case, I'm not going to mess with the backstory of Cthulhu, obviously, because I want it to be original. I did get this backstory from Villain's Wiki. Obviously, anytime that I do not come up with a backstory, I will give you the source, and the source is Villain's Wiki. Link will be in the description below. Next, we have the abilities of Cthulhu. Now, abilities, I will make a quick disclaimer. Cthulhu has many abilities, and what I did in this debate video is I'm gonna kind of make it more focused into the abilities that matter the most. I'm not gonna go over every single ability because I'm not gonna try to, I'm not trying to spend hours and hours on Cthulhu and just going deep into the abilities, because there's a lot of explanation. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to make it a more focused abilities, not every single one of them. Plus, not all of them are that important, specifically in this debate video. I chose the most important ones for this debate, and that's what we're going to do. But still, it's a good amount of abilities I still chose, so don't worry. It's going to be a fair fight, obviously. You'll actually notice that in this debate video, not to give anything away too much, the Meg will be the underdog in this debate video. So without further ado, let's begin. This is what's going to happen though. I'm going to do a quick skim of the abilities of the, I was going to say the Meg, of Cthulhu. And then we're going to finish off Cthulhu. Once we're done, before we move on to the Meg, we will do a deep analysis of each and single ability, see what they are, and then we'll start off with the Meg. So right now I'm doing a quick skim, so don't worry if I'm just skimming over them. So abilities goes as follows for Cthulhu: immense size, vast strength, Nigh-omniscience, flight, magic, psychic abilities, telepathy, and madness inducement. Okay, don't worry, we will come back to this as I said. Territorial level is maximum, aggression is maximum, biome is earth and space, and the height is actually unlimited. Yes, it is unlimited, as in he can change his size to whatever he wishes to be. Either it's 200 meters or 5 meters or 1 meter or maybe half a meter. Cthulhu can size shift, so basically there's no size setting ground. He can do whatever he wishes to be. So that's a fun fact for you right there. Now, going back to the abilities, let's do them. Immense size obviously means he's pretty big. In the starting point, he's a massive creature, hundreds of meters tall, but he can come down if he wishes to be. Next we have the vast strength. Basically, Cthulhu has superior strength, none matched to any living creature on the planet Earth. He is super strong, which is obviously both defensive and offensive ability. Next we have the Nigh-omniscience ability. Basically it means he has super wisdom. He knows almost every single thing on the planet that he needs to know. So there's no kind of, can't scare him or bring something new to this creature because he's Nigh-omniscience. Or he has Nigh-omniscience. Next we have flight. Yes, Cthulhu can fly. He can come out of the ocean and fly, which is kind of interesting. He has magic. He can perform magic to throw off his abilities. He has psychic abilities. Basically, he can tell the future. He has telepathy, which can basically mind read. And madness inducement through dreams. Or just not even the dreams, if an opponent or a human, I'm going to go with an opponent as well, looks at Cthulhu, will go mad. Okay, folks, this pretty much sums up Cthulhu. Let's move on into the Meg, the next opponent. Now, the Meg is a 25 meter or 82 feet giant prehistoric shark that hunts down whatever prey it chooses to be, as it is the king of the ocean. I mean, I came up with this ability, so I didn't go too deep into it, because the Meg is a very basic creature. It's a prehistoric shark, nothing too specific. Now the character, obviously I didn't make up the character, but I kind of picked and choose what I want to say for the abilities and the backstory, because the backstory is very simple for the Meg, and so is the abilities. The abilities are basically what, you don't have to go specifically with the Meg. The abilities are pretty much the same as a regular Megalodon would have, so, and I did fact check myself, and I am correct, so you don't have to worry about that. So, we're going to skip over the abilities right now. We have the super speed swimming, strong muscle strength, flesh ripping bite, long range smell. When I went back and looked at the actual abilities of the Meg from the movie, they are literally the same abilities, just with different names, so we're on the right track. Aggression level is maximum, territorial level is maximum. As we did know, the length is 25 meters, aka 82 feet. And then biome is Earth's oceans. Okay, folks, that being said, let's go back to the abilities and do a deep analysis. Super speed swimming, known as supersonic swimming. He can speed in swimming. He's a very fast, super fast swimmer. Strong muscle strength means he has immense power because he's such a big shark. And he's a shark. Sharks are known to be strong. He's one of the world's biggest sharks, the world's biggest shark, 25 meters to be exact, from the actual Meg movie. Obviously, there has been a dispute within the film that the Meg is actually smaller than that, but we'll go with the movie, because that's what we're focusing on. He has a lot of muscles, folks. He is very strong. One good tail whip, and almost anything in the ocean is, fair to say, hello in Tacoma. Next we have the flesh-ripping bite. We all know he has a massive jaw. Insanely massive jaw. And with that jaw, with the muscles in those jaws, it's gonna be a one-bite chomp, and it'll take down 5 or 6 whales at once. It's pretty strong. And then we finally have long-range smell. From many, many distances, he can smell his prey. Or opponent, whether that be it. But there is the choose to this. The Meg is an avid ocean liver, because the ocean is his main home. Okay, folks. So, we finished up the Meg, we finished up Cthulhu. Let's go into the death battle. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to do close distance and far distance. The reason why I do this is when we do far distance, we kind of limit the abilities, specific abilities from the opponents, and we see, even at limited abilities, are they able to win a battle? It's a good way of testing them. And then we have the close one, where it's just all out destruction, fair, every ability is open. So we're going to start off with the far range at 700 meters apart respectively, meaning they cannot come closer than 700 meters apart. Okay, so we're going to start off with Cthulhu. Let's see what abilities he can and cannot use. at 700 meters. So, immense size, that's just a defensive ability you can say. Nothing really gonna affect it. So, yeah, sure, why not? Vast strength, of course. Nigh-omniscience, of course. Flight, well, technically, yes, he can fly around, but still can't come closer 700 meters to the Meg. So, has to stay 700 meters away. So, I mean, he can fly if he wants to, but there's no point in that. Magic, can use magic, but can't send it towards the Meg. Psychic abilities, yes. Telepathy, no. Too far. Madness inducement, yes, it can do that. Next, let's go into the... So pretty basically, you can use almost everything, but not almost everything. So, for example, telepathy is not going to be able to use it, right? So, let's go back into the Meg, and let's see what he can and cannot use. Super speed swimming, I mean, sure, if you want to swim around and try to evade some abilities that Cthulhu might want to send at you, sure. But nothing can be used of an offensive. Strong muscle strength, really, no. Not going to be able to hit the Cthulhu because you are way too far. And then we have flesh-ripping bite, nope. Long range smell, that's just a defensive ability at this point, so no. So when going into the battle, at 700 meters apart, Cthulhu saying, let's say, he chooses to be 100 meters tall at this point, which is immensely humongous compared to the Meg. Basically, what's going to happen here is the Meg is pretty much ability less, if that makes any sense. Basically, he has no abilities to back himself up on the offensive level in a far-range battle, and as little as looking at Cthulhu, he will go mad and end up biting himself and killing himself. That was a quick one, folks. So I believe that Cthulhu will take the 1-0 for the far range. Yes. There we go. Now, that's a funny one. So let's go into the close range, folks. Let's act like it's never happened. So, no, I'm just kidding. So, 1-0 for Cthulhu against the Meg. Now let's go to close range. And the abilities allowed. Now, I do want to take this into consideration. Cthulhu is an alien to Earth. As in, he wasn't always here. Yes, he is Nigh-omniscience. So he has very high wisdom on the Earth at this point. However, the Meg may know some things, because remember, Nigh-omniscience means all-knowing, but not... Well, let me say it like this, all-knowing on a degree, if that makes any sense. So, he can know almost everything, but not every little detail. So, he might be missing small, very small details, but very difficult to pinpoint them. So, he knows almost everything. Almost everything. Now, when it comes to the ocean, the Meg is a natural-born creature living in the ocean. I would assume that he is more naturally based in the ocean, will know more tricks up his sleeve. Some very, very rare tricks up his sleeve. Now, the Meg is known to be a dumb shark, though. The Meg is not a smart shark. Going off of the movie, not the smartest shark in my opinion, as he does get killed, and you should have seen it coming. I mean, come on, if you're a prehistoric shark, you know, many, many years in the making, and you kind of fall for that, I don't blame the creature, but you could have went on a better way. So I don't blame him, but I do feel like the movie did not do justice to the Meg, and could have gave him a bit more wisdom in the film. So, if it was a great white shark, that's different, but the Meg should have had more wisdom, and that's going to be a faultiness in this debate video. Now, going at this, even though he does know a bit about the ocean, Cthulhu will be Nigh-omniscience. Now, going into psychic abilities, and telepathy, obviously, he's going to be able to read the mind of the Meg and know exactly what he is going to do at every second. And assuming that Cthulhu has some dignity, is not going to go a massive size, it's going to actually level himself down to the Meg's size to defeat him and call himself a king. By just using his magic and his telepathy, he will know every single step that the Meg will take, and will obviously do the opposite, which will end up hurting the Meg and then pushing it to madness inducement, forcing the Meg to look at him, will cause the Meg, same thing will happen again, to kill himself. And that is again 2-0, folks, for Cthulhu. If you ask me, the reason why I did this, I thought it was an interesting debate, but it was definitely a one-sided one. And I want you guys to, in the comment section below, let me know what opponent do you think will give a hard time to Cthulhu, and I might just do a debate video on that. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful and great day.